Mama's in the living room watching Judge Judy. I'm in the kitchen eating leftover sushi. And she yells, oh, girl, you gotta hear this one. A man was arrested for running the theme park. And when they said, where's your license? He said, my dog ate it. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on her Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, girl, you gotta hear this one. Mama loves to laugh at how absurd life is, says it's all a comedy and I'm her audience. And I love the way she makes fun of the world. She said, you'll never guess what's with their girlfriend. It was a man who didn't get us out of the bed. He said, I've been through hell and now I need some help. You just can't make this shit up. You just can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, girl, you gotta hear this one.
Hey everybody, it's Squid. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, a whole 15 minutes. How is everybody doing today? Happy Monday. I hope you got your workouts in, got your squats in. I'm going to try to be a little calmer this stream because Lord knows I was fired up for the last one. For those of you who weren't here for our noon stream, we talked about a couple of parents in Tennessee who are suing the school board for treatment of their 6-year-old, watching some of the body cam footage and some of the surveillance footage from the school and reading through the initial complaint. Your girl was definitely on a fired up. Yes. Hey Gail, we were all fired up. Yes. Let's see who's hanging out with us today. General T, Heidi, Jeffrey, good to see you again. This case just keeps giving and giving and giving, unless you're Jeremy, who just keeps paying and paying and paying. I know, right? Like, good Lord. I mean, honestly, like, love or hate Jeremy, no matter what you think of this, there is one thing that you can literally not, you cannot deny. And that is the fact that Jeremy is paying a shit ton of money. Some of it on purpose, and some of it responding to their delays. And for anybody who also says that they are not trying to delay, yeah, just if you think you did nothing wrong, just fight it and get it over with. But no, alas, here we are, 107 documents in. And I just have to make sure that because I don't think I redacted this document, and I want to make sure that I do. It's not the fact that it's not anything. I just don't want anybody's addresses in here, and Bonebrake's address is in here. Let's remember, before we read this, let's get a couple of non-negotiable facts straight. Bonebrake lives in Iowa. He lives in Iowa. Like, let's get this out of the way. He lives in Iowa. So why is his stuff being mailed to the clerk's office from the Villages, Florida? Yet again, somebody in the Villages is emailing his stuff, which makes it sus. Let's just yeah. Let's just be. And I'm trying to redact it where we see that it's from the Villages, but I don't want exact addresses, because even though everybody has probably seen all of their addresses, one, YouTube does not like it. And secondly, I would like to think that I'm a better person than to show even people I don't like addresses on, So I'm just making sure all the addresses are out except for the Shock It's Law group, because, Oh, yeah. Yep, that would be Flea Run. Hey, Matra. Yeah, none of it makes sense. I mean, just and to hi to everybody who came in late. Oh, hey, Red Wolf. Good to see you. It's Florida Logic. Yeah. Well, I have just a couple of questions before we get started. Bonebrake lives in Iowa. Lisa lives in the Villages. If you are not doing things for him, why can't he go to the store or mail it out himself? Everybody has a mailbox in front of their house, and everybody can go and everybody can go and all you got to do is put it in an envelope and flip up the little flag, and they'll take it away for you. Yeah, that doesn't give you a receipt that it was mailed, but still, where there's a will, there's a way. And either emailing it to Lisa and having her send it in, and or having her, I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but we're going to analyze this compared to how the formatting and everything, because sometimes you change things purposely so that it doesn't look like you, but you do it so often that it looks like you. So we shall see if we'll just see what happens. We'll just get into this and see what happens, because I got ideas, but how old is too old? How old is he? I don't know, like 78? Nearest post office is a 3-minute drive away. Her nearest post office is also near. Well, she did, not to defend her, devil's advocate, because that's what we try to do here. She mailed it from a UPS store. So there is, when you mail something from a UPS store, you get a email that said it was received. That way there's no, it's a receipt. Like, you can't say that, or you could go into the post office and mail it certified, but I think UPS is actually cheaper. Just a thought. And he said a long time ago he lived in Florida. His address on the lawsuit, at the end of this document, still says Iowa. So we're going to before we read the whole thing, we will just. I did not retract the state because the state was important. However, that says Iowa. Iowa. So he is in Iowa. As far as this lawsuit goes, he is in Iowa. And that's he is old enough to run his mouth and defame, conspire to ruin a man's business. He's old enough to get sued. Yeah. And that's true too. Your pad died, didn't it? Yeah, it died, didn't it? It died, didn't it? Well, this is what happened. Sorry. Your SOL. I can put it on the charger, but you actually have to leave it there. She just threw her pad because I've been trying to charge it for 2 days and she hasn't let me put it on the charger. Now she has to deal with consequences of her actions. Welcome to being 3 instead of 2. So if you hear an angry toddler, it's because her iPad died and I won't put it back on the charger. And Red Wolf, thank you for becoming a new YouTube member. Welcome to Tentacle Nation. It's kind of boring, but not so bad in here. Would you like me to charge it? Okay. Just like that? Okay. Are you going to actually sit with it charged? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. It doesn't turn on automatically. Oh, toddlers. We haven't figured out that there's consequences to actions yet. And I'm trying to make sure that she's not an entitled, spoiled, anything that is involved in this, thinking she she deserves stuff that she didn't earn. Because we have to learn sometimes. And it's a lot easier to fix, or to... I will do it. Yeah. Can I have a hug? Yeah. Thank you. I love you. Okay, you have to leave it plugged in though, okay? It's a lot easier to deal with this now than try to deal with this when she's a teenager. I'm trying. I'm not perfect by any means, but damn am I trying. Because I am not going to be one of those parents that allows her to think that she's entitled to stuff just because she's cute. That's not how life works. So, yeah. He's old enough to know better also. He preaches in a condescending manner. He knows it all. And that's the thing. Like, I use the word hate. It don't hate. People need to know that, like, you just can't treat other people like crap and expect to get away with it. Like, you can't harass, intimidate, or try to intimidate. Like, people try to intimidate me all the damn time. See how well that freaking works for you. Ask my mom's coworker how well it's working for her. She might end up with a lawsuit. Oh, and if that ever does become a lawsuit, I will definitely be reading it here. Definitely be monetizing the shit out of that one. And if you didn't know, it's me suing the school district here. Well, my mother suing the school district here for them doing some shady shit. But anyway, getting into this, now that we're 15 minutes in and we've got our obligatory 15 minutes of BS out of the way, look at the way this is worded and let's compare it to what we read the other day and see if it's even close. Hey, Cranberry Cobbler, because someone who lives in the villages is acting attorney for him, but they are an actual, yeah. And that's the thing. For anybody who's new here, not a lawyer. I'm an occupational therapy assistant, certified lymphedema therapist, and corrective exercise specialist. I have a lot of letters behind my name, but Esquire is not one of them. Don't ever claim to be. Don't ever want to be. Maybe a paralegal at some point, but that's it. But not now. However, that being said, just compare the way this is written with the last document. See if we can figure out any similarities. Allegedly. Defendant Raymond Bonebrake Jr.'s motion to dismiss. Pursuant to FRCP 12B6, say 12B6 one more time. Defendant Ray Bonebrake respectfully moves to dismiss this complaint against him for failure to state a claim on which relief can be granted. Your channel is monetized. I want all your profits for this year. In support thereof, defendant states as follows. Introduction. Plaintiff complaint names defendant as part of a broad group of alleged conspirators purportedly engaged in a malicious conspiracy to harm plaintiffs. However, the complaint fails to plead any specific actionable conduct by defendant beyond vague assertions of association with other defendants and generalized defamatory statements made on his YouTube channel. The complaint lacks the required factual specificity and fails to state viable claims against the defendant. And William Allen, thank you for the $5 super chat. That's just for being a good mom. I learned about consequences in high school. Ouch. I am the type, like, she, like, even something simple as grabbing someone's keys. Or like our neighbors next door are super nice and she likes playing with the boys next door. And she walked right over and walked right into their garage the other day to play with them. And it's like, we have to ask, for one, before we enter anybody else's property. And two, we just don't go up and start playing with other people's toys, because today it's cute, tomorrow it's theft. Like, we're not that kind of, I would rather not have to explain to her what theft is after she does it. I would just not prevent it in the first place. Not sure what being a veteran gives him the notion he is never wrong. Yeah, I'm so sick of vets claiming that they like walking around with like a chip on their shoulder. And this is not to say I support veterans. I am a veteran. However, that's not to say that you're never wrong and that you have this like power over people and you're special because you're a vet. No, you're just another person. That's why when people thank me for my service, I go, I don't know what to say, because it was just a job to me. There's a way to pay for my school without student loans. But here's the thing that I wanted to, that paragraph sounds awfully damn familiar, doesn't it? Just awfully damn familiar. All of them put in separate motions that Ray Boneliger was not part of the group, and now they put in submissions for him. Yeah, make it make sense. Like, I just, but this, and this paragraph just sounds awfully familiar. Like, we read it. Like, we literally read it. And oh, come on. I opened up the other document just so I can do a word search for vague assertions. Oh, no results found. Like, I just, and I will go back to this every time, and I might be preaching to the choir here, but this is one thing. It's like, the only two people that have lawyers are the lawyers. Do you think that is an accident? No. Even though the lawyers would probably be better at arguing their own cases than being pro se, the lawyers would be able to write better motions. Bubbles, giving Bubbles the minor credit where credit is due. He can write. He's not very good at it from what I've read, but it's better than this. Do you think it is a coincidence that the people who have lawyers representing them in this case are the lawyers? I don't think that is an accident. And I don't think that's a coincidence. It's because they know better than to represent themselves. But everybody else is representing themselves. Yeah, a lawyer who has himself as a client is a fool. Timothy, you won't have to bite your tongue on this one. I mean, this is just the same old BS. But I hope you did not bite through your tongue for that last case we were talking about. Yeah, even Nick Rekieta hired a lawyer. Yes, exactly. Even Rackets hired a lawyer. Jeffrey Montgomery, thanks for the $2 super chat. Trying to help match the pace of the case. Thank you. And back home now, I get mistaken for a lawyer all the time. I must have written this one. Yeah. Note to Squid, check last paragraph, check the dates. That's the clue. Thank you. Because I've read this paragraph before. I just don't know when. So, I have my weekly planner in front of me, but it's also working as my yeah. Oh, and for those of you who were with us on art therapy on Saturday with Living Life with FND, I finished my thing. So I know I got sidetracked, but I finished my mandala. So I didn't post it, but I finished it. Are the lawyers, defendants are trying to shift responsibility to the other haters in the hater group? I just, nope. Oh, nope. The only two people who have lawyers are MLS and Bubbles. Yeah. I would always have baby squid represent me before. I mean, she's the cute one. And hey, Squad Bob, how are you? It's good to see you. Oh, I'm not an attorney, but I just stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night. Did you stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night? No. You want mommy's water? Oh, okay. Excuse me. Baby squid intermission. She has her own water right there, but, you know, it always tastes better when it comes from mom's cup. Yeah. The complaint lacks desired factual specificity and fails to state viable claims against defendant. Legal standard. And I was informed that somebody, I don't know who, so I'm not going to name names. Well, it really name names anyway, but I can't give the person the credit where credit's due because I don't remember who it was. But I was told that someone has been looking up these cases and they have nothing to do with what the claims are. So I don't know who that is, so I apologize for not giving you credit where credit's due. But yeah, I am. She has a 20-ounce Stanley Cup because she's bougie. I thought if I got her own Stanley Cup that she would stop drinking from mine. Completely backfired. So I'm going to start drinking from hers. A complaint must contain sufficient factual matter accepted as true to state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face. Bell Court v. Twombly. Everybody loves Bell v. Twombly in this case. 2007. Conclusory allegations, labels, and legal conclusions without supporting facts are insufficient. Didn't Jeremy have like 15 pages of supporting facts? Ashcroft v. Iqbal. There's another favorite from everybody's, drink from hers, it will work. Oh, well, I've stopped trying to make her own plate when it's just me and her because I make her own plate. She doesn't eat. I make a plate for myself and she eats mine. Angel. What's up? Argument. Plaintiff lacks standing. Jeremy Hales has no individual standing for claims belonging to Elephant Shoe LLC. Okay, sorry. This one confuses me because I'm sorry. Jeremy is the owner of Elephant Shoe. His name is on the LLC. He applied for the LLC. So this first sentence makes no sense whatsoever. Hi. You can't spin when you can't spin. Bye. Where are you going? Okay. Oh my goodness. The complaint asserts claims on behalf of both Elephant Shoe LLC, the company, and Jeremy B. Hales individually. However, the damages and business interests alleged clearly belong to Elephant Shoe, the legal business entity. I'm sorry. I don't mean to just stop, but sometimes you ever look at stuff and you're like, well, that's an interesting argument. Yeah, Judge Bolitho probably wakes up in the morning wondering what madness is going to happen at work that day. Yeah, he probably is like, why did I take this damn job? Hey, Granny Peggy. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Jeremy has all of the receipts. I can definitely believe that. This? Yeah. You. It's empty. Like, okay. It's empty. You want this? Here. You can have mommy's old whoop. Okay. Sorry, we have to have different activities on the desk to keep the mind, active. Yeah, and Jeremy's face is elephant shoe. He's the product. And that was what we were talking about last time with the whole product, and they're not being a product on YouTube. Like, if a YouTuber makes a video or makes a stream, that is the product. The thinking here, the logic is like the argument of like an 8th grader and not a logical adult that has any sort of business mind. And even though running a YouTube channel, you are a 1099 employee of YouTube. They give you a 1099 at the end of the year, which is a contractor. So you don't have to have an LLC. You do have to have a business mind, because you are, even though you're not running an LLC, you're running your own business, for lack of a better way of describing it. And you can tell who has no idea what they're doing in the business world and who does. And Jeremy clearly does. Yes, Elephant Shoe LLC, doing business as What the Hales. And like, I don't have much business and sales experience, but when I moved down here, I became an insurance agent, a licensed insurance agent. I realized that I hate insurance even more, but like, I had to basically be my own boss and run my own business. And it sucks. Yeah, LLC is for tax purposes because he has multiple outlets. I don't, so I have no need for it at this particular point in time. But like, no, even an 8th grader can make that connection. This is more like a 2-year-old making the claim. I just don't understand why, like obviously I don't have a business degree, never claiming to be the business mind, but like, you have to have some sort of knowledge just from filing your own taxes of how shit works. And filing my own taxes last year, I learned a lot about what I could do, what I couldn't do, what things, when I do need to start an LLC. And Google's your friend, people. If you have a YouTube channel, I highly suggest Google as like how to manage your you think. They say he doesn't, but he does. What, have a business mind or a business degree? And like, you don't need a business degree to be a business owner. It's just one of those things of like, you can tell who has no mindset for business. And honestly, running your own YouTube channel is running your own business. You only get paid when you work. If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's running your own business. It's a lot of work that is free that you don't get paid for. All the time looking up documents, all the time researching things. That's time you don't get paid for. Yeah. Jeremy Hales is corrupt in your opinion. And it's one thing to believe that. And I have no qualms with people who disagree with me, and everybody is welcome here. It's just, it's one of those situations of like, he obviously has an LLC, and the claim asserts claims on behalf of both Elephant Shoe and Jeremy Hales individually. That is not uncommon. That is not uncommon. So I don't know exactly the legality of the why he can do that, but it's pretty damn common. And I'm pretty sure if Bonebrake had a lawyer, this would not be an argument. The way it is explained to me is if you file your LLC taxes on your income taxes, I might be oversimplifying it. That's why I pay an accountant to do my taxes. I did mine last year just because I didn't make that much and I couldn't justify. And I only have, like, my other source of income is VA disability. I don't have to pay taxes on that. It's not taxable. So this was my only source of taxable income. So, and you know what? That could be very much the case. I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch. It's football season again. Like, I barely watch anything. Like right now on the big TV is Charlotte Dobre. Like, that's who I watch. That and football. I don't even watch a lot of cases that I want to watch anymore, which is one of the reasons I need to start streaming them, is so that I actually damn watch them. Because I don't even... LLC is also for insurance purposes, too. So, yeah. So, I honestly... And I know you're new here, but before this case started, I didn't know who Jeremy Hales was. This case is just interesting from a YouTuber's perspective of, is the government going in the judicial system going to take online issues seriously? And where is the line with YouTube and interfering with business? Obviously, Jeremy has more than one line of business. But on YouTube, when someone says, hey, I hate this person, everybody go unsubscribe to them, and that person loses a third of their income. What is that tortious interference with business relationships? Because you're telling people to not watch my business. It's a unique argument, but it's one that there is no precedent for that I'm aware of. So it's very interesting from a YouTuber's perspective, especially one that has people that don't like me and are actively working to, like, apparently take my channel down. Apparently, I don't know. This is what I've been told. So it's interesting if this goes through and he's basically suing for them talking crap about him, defaming him. But it's an interesting conundrum. And that's true too, but yeah. You should definitely set up an LLC. It not only provides tax benefits, write-off, but pays your fees, but it protects your assets, home and such. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's one of those things that after my dad retires, he's definitely he has I have a lot of things that I need to discuss with him because he's got the business mind. So, and this is true too. When you see clickbait, it sometimes is annoying as it is. Like, revenue is driven by views. So sometimes, yes, people get a little clickbaity, but Jeremy does it, and I have seen Jeremy do it, but he is not alone. Like, he is not alone. And I get hate by people who like Jeremy, that I'm not friends with Jeremy, or I'm not, like, as nice to Jeremy as I should be. I'm not mean. I'm just honest. I'm just giving my honest opinion. Yeah, sure, he hypes things up. That's why he's so successful on YouTube. I mean, Mr. Beast does that too. Let's be honest. Yeah, it's just, and this is true too. I do know people that in real life and on YouTube that like to get under people's skins. They did it with Jeremy in the deposition, and it worked. Do you not think that he does it too? I'm just as a person, like, just as a random person on the internet, like, and I'm just the type of person where if I know that something I do gets under somebody that I don't like skin, I will just keep doing it. Because I'm petty. I'm a petty princess. Sorry, Charlotte. I know you have merch like that. I'm not making merch, but I am one of your petty princesses. I'm a petty potato. If I know that something that I do gets under my skin or gets under someone's skin, and they show that it gets under their skin, I will keep doing it. Just because I am just, what can I do for you? You want this? Yeah. Okay. You want to hold it? So I'm a, oh, slug. And I'm a petty potato like that. So, like Tug said, monetize stupid, and Megan always said monetize your haters. So, what's up, Angel? No. You can go get a banana. You can't have any more of those. No. Slug can't stay for long for me at this strip club. If I buy the chicken nuggets or go back to my car and eat the snacks they brought. Chicken nuggets, bro. Chicken nuggets. You've already had 2. Do you see her with her little hands? Please. Where did you learn that? Where did you learn that? This is all you get for today. You get no more treats for today. No more treats for today. Can you go throw that in the garbage? Okay. Oh, hey, King Paco, how are you? You still addicted? That is not the garbage. That's your trampoline. And Timothy, thank you for the $2 super chat for the same squid lawyer. Thanks. And there's nothing to it, but there's just people that don't like me, and I don't know why. Well, I know why, but I don't care. Getting back to this. This is an interesting argument. Let's just be, Jeremy Hales is an individual who lacks standing to assert claims for harm to the business. A shareholder or owner generally may not bring a suit for injury to the corporation. It's not a corporation. It's an LLC. There's a difference. It's not Jeremy Hales Inc. It's Jeremy Hales LLC. There's a big old difference there, for one. I've had crazy neighbors come after me for lying to cops in courts to harass me, so I do feel bad for JH. Yeah, I can't imagine. Like right now, we got pretty damn good neighbors. So, yeah. I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not reading it. I put it up on screen so people on replay know who I'm talking or know what I'm responding to, but I will not read that because do not put words in my mouth. Without proper standing, claims brought by Mr. Hales individually related to business damage must be dismissed. B. Plaintiff fails to state a claim against defendant because the complaint only alleges vague group association without specific conduct. Plaintiff alleges against defendant are limited to his operation of a YouTube channel and generalized participation in a conspiracy by appearing on other defendants' channels and endorsing their content. These allegations fall short of the particularity required to state claims for defamation, civil conspiracy, tortious interference. To survive a motion to dismiss, a claimant must allege facts demonstrating each defendant's individual participation in the alleged wrongdoing. Didn't Jeremy have an entire page dedicated to you, bro? Just saying. Like, yeah, it's not Elephant Shoe Inc. I'm just, And there, obviously still a business, but there's a reason why people set up LLCs versus incorporate or corporations. Like there's different laws. I'm not sure exactly what those laws are, but I'm pretty sure Jeremy has a damn good attorney when he set up his shit to make sure he did it right. Like, in my opinion, a humble opinion, the only downfall of a civil court, there's no right to a speedy trial. Yeah. I'm so grateful that LawTube community started reviewing this case. It's totally fascinating, but it was a lot of pressure on Jeremy and George. Yeah. And honestly, like, love them or hate them, it's a lot of money and it's a lot of pressure and it's a lot of stress. Like, love them or hate them. And there's certain facts that you just can't argue with. And that's where I try to lie in the facts. Like I don't deal with the emotion and this and that. I try to deal with the documents because the documents are where the facts lie. And that is the only thing that matters because this is the only thing that matters to the judge. All the other crap that people talk about on YouTube and this and that behind the scenes and this happened 5 years ago and they lived in this place and had this problem there. Unless it's in a document, the judge don't give a damn. The judge really don't give a damn about half the shit that's in the documents, to be pretty possibly honest with you. And there has yet to be any document in either Fed 1 or Fed 2 that has anything to do with the bankruptcy being dismissed. So as far as this judge knows, the bankruptcy is still going on and the stay as far as Fed 1 completely, and as far as Lynette in Fed 2 is still going. Twombly, requiring allegations sufficient to raise a right to relief above the speculative level. Mere association with alleged co-conspirators is insufficient. I'm pretty sure Jeremy has receipts. Because he stated enough in that complaint to, yeah. You can see it on their faces and hear it in their voices, extreme stress. I don't doubt it. I'm not saying that I don't believe it. Sunday nights, I'm usually in bed by like 8:30 because I get up at 5:30, 6 a.m. on Monday mornings. So, my facts outweigh your feelings. At least that was what my grandmother always told me. Yeah. He said she is not sure she will oh my God. Sorry. That's funny. And hey, coming for you. Like, the complaint must contain sufficient factual matter accepted as true to state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face. Defendant's statements are protected opinion and non-actionable under the First Amendment. People cite the Constitution all the time, but they don't actually. I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that these people have never actually read the Constitution at all, let alone try to cite it. I'm only here to support Squid, not the subject, because I'm tired of listening to the same crap. And that's why I only read documents that I haven't read before or haven't talked about before, because I don't get into all the other stuff, because it's at this point, it's just the same shit regurgitated, in my opinion. Yeah, not her choice. That's what I was saying. Plaintiff claims rest heavily on allegedly defamatory statements made on defendant's YouTube channel. However, statements of opinion, rhetorical hyperbole, or loose figurative language are protective speech under the First Amendment and are not actionable for defamation. There's a difference between your opinion and rhetorical hyperbole and defamation, and I believe that lines have been crossed. I don't watch Bone Crusher at all. Never seen a video of his except for what other people have shown his face. That's the only time I've ever seen anything of his. Mainly Rosalind's video. If you haven't seen it, go check out her channel, because that's this is, yeah, I'm waiting for that too. Check the docket. It was refiled on Friday. For the bankruptcy. That's the only one I haven't checked because I got busy this morning. Mondays are always crazy busy with like real life stuff. And then I do 2 streams on Monday. So I do this, and then thank you for pointing that out, because I was like, that's a thing. It's not a defamation claim. It's not a defamation claim. It's conspiracy, tortious interference with business relationships. There's no, as far as I can remember, there is no actual defamation in that amended complaint. Yeah, according to these dumbasses, the First Amendment is freedom of the press and freedom of speech. They think they can say whatever they want, no matter what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See Milkovich v. Lorraine Journal Company, Letter Carriers v. Austin, 1974 or 1990 and 1974, respectively. Statements that cannot reasonably interpreted as stating actual facts are protected. signs, anti what the Hale's ecosystem texts, being complicit with calling whatnot an Olite, and telling people to do things. Remember the whole telling people to do things? This is why on this channel I will never tell you unless I drop where my mods drop somebody's link and you go subscribe to them. And I tell you, I say, hey, I like this person, go subscribe to them. I think their content is good. Other than that, y'all will never, like, I say that I don't get the chance to watch Jeremy Hale's content. I never said that I didn't like it or I liked it or that anybody should or shouldn't. That's part of this, is them telling people in their chats to act and do things. No, it's not. No, like, you just don't do shit like that. As a decent human being, even if you hate someone to the highest degree, you still do not tell other people what they should and should not watch with their lives. It's just no. I have a big problem with that. I have a big old problem with that. Because, no. I have a big old problem with that. Go to your room and get your lotion. The complaints, alleged statements such as defendant slobbering or tearing apart plaintiffs lack the specificity and factual content are necessary to constitute defamatory statement of fact. Hey. Hi, my friend's friend. Plaintiffs fail to plead a valid conspiracy claim against defendant. A civil conspiracy claim requires allegations of an agreement between two or more persons to commit an unlawful act or to commit a lawful act by unlawful means resulting in damages. And you don't have to have a written, that's the thing about this. You don't have to have some in writing saying we're going to do this together. It's not how that works. Seahorn v. Potter, Middle District of Florida, 2005. Plaintiff's allegations are conclusory and do not identify the terms of any agreement. You don't need an actual agreement. That's not how that works. Or defendant's role in it. Claims based on group pleading or mere association with a conspiracy fail under Twombly and Iqbal. We've seen that argument before. Plaintiffs failed to state a claim for tortious interference because they do not allege specific interference by defendant. To establish tortious interference, plaintiffs must allege intentional and unjustified interference with a specific business relationship by the defendant. The J.J. Gumberg Company v. J.J. Company, Inc., Middle District of Florida, 2012. Since the head flea did mail this in for Ray, isn't that it's sort of conspiracy? You could make that argument, whether that argument would fly with the judge or not. I don't know. However, hey, Malin, good to see you. The complaint does not identify any particular business relationships the defendant interfered with, nor how. I will have to go back to the amended complaint to actually see. You already used some. You only get, you don't need to continually wash your hands. You want mommy's protein shake? Okay. Okay. Is that your baby? Okay. I'm going to have to go back into the original complaint to see exactly what that is or what was said and see if I can fact check these. Yeah. Oh no. What you dropped it. Which document had the wrong signature? I don't remember. I've looked at a lot of documents lately. I don't remember. Oh my God. I don't give a damn. What? Stop. Drop it one more time. I'm going to take it away, okay? Is this your baby? Okay. For the foregoing reasons, defendant respectfully requests the court dismiss the complaint against him with prejudice for failure to state a claim and for lack of standing. Do you notice everybody has tried to file for failure to state a claim, and yet here we are? Like, there we go. With people's handles versus their names, it's hard to tell sometimes. So I apologize if there's anybody in the chat who I look at you and I'm like, welcome to the chat. And you're like, I've been here. Like, what about the signatures usually done by law firms and the law firm has the signature on file? Do you think it's legit or just a bypass to write the docs by others? I don't know. But I will look at other documents by him. Let's see. It might just be motion for leave to amend, order for plaintiff's expedition response, notice of similar case, Jeremy show cause. 30-day extension for Bonebrake. Where is Bonebrake's 30-day extension request? I'm looking at my documents and trying to find his Bonebrake's Are you having fun? I can't find it offhand. Summons. I couldn't find it, but thank you, baby Squid. I need some happy sounds. Squid, my ass something out of your comfort zone. We'll do a live or a good cover song. Angel, go back, please. I don't know. I don't know. Seeing the same pattern of Lynette for just over 10 years. Yeah, Lisa sent this in and by law, pro se defendant is supposed to have a true signature. There. Thanks, Tammy, for the answer. I was trying to look for his document the last time to see if it was different and see if the actual names were different. But for some reason, I don't have it labeled appropriately. I started labeling things different after May 17th, so I have to relabel all of my stuff before that. And excuse you, ma'am. Thank you. Was looking for Bonebrake. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did it. You did it. Yes, you did. You're so sweet. Oh. It's okay. So I couldn't find it. And I don't have the I don't have Pacer up right now. So, oh, Robert, what happened? All right. And oh my goodness. I'm love hearing her over anything like what the Hale's ecosystem puts out. You could make a stream of just her gibbering and get million likes. I doubt that because she's uploaded a couple of shorts to my channel without me even knowing. And I did not know it, and they only got a couple hundred likes. Even the one of her dancing to Megan's Hold only got like 1,000 views. So, Oh no, I'm sorry, Robert. You want to say you're sorry? You want to say I'm sorry, Robert? Say I'm sorry. Say I'm here. Smiley. Say I'm in a good mood today. Can you say pecuniary advantage? Hey, that was a good try. We'll take it. So that is the end of it. But it did come from, so he has his address still in Iowa. And this was mailed from the villages. So she, I mean, yo, I think you understood me. S is a link to an electronic signature that law firms need to keep a client signature. The fact that they're all using it, yeah, that's weird because it's not. They don't. It's not enough. There's no link to an electronic signature because none of them are. Have lawyers, and that would be what Tammy told me about everybody pro se needing an actual signature, which come to think of it, all of the pro se defendants I've ever seen have all signed it. So I never thought anything of it because they all just signed it. These are the first people who haven't been signing their stuff. So this is the first group of people who I've seen not sign their stuff. This is also the first group of people who I've ever seen not mail in their own stuff. So the conforming signature as is generally accepted in federal court e-file documents. Per se, lawyers who mail or hand deliver documents should have a valid written signature. And I've always just seen a pro se defendant just sign their stuff. So my brain never made the connection that was a good observation because my brain never made the connection that it was a requirement because I just assumed it was. I just assumed it was because you would just assume that if you don't have a lawyer and electronic signature on file with a lawyer, and you're not e-filing documents because these are not e-filed by this this envelope is an example of, obviously not e-filing. It's kind of like, oh, duh. It's one of those things that you see, but you don't really process until someone points it out. So thank you for pointing it out. I appreciate that. Yes, this right here. Yeah, and that right there too. Like if somebody already has an investigation into you as acting as an attorney when you're not an attorney, this is one of those things where I would say if someone, even if he innocently said, hey, I don't know how to email it, like I don't know how to send it in, I don't know where to send it in, I feel stupid, I can't get out of my house to do this, she should have said, I can't. She should have said, I can't. Right? Yeah, by mailing this one after getting a show cause from the bar is a spit in the face of the bar. Yeah. And hey, Mom. Mama's good. Nana's in the chat. You say hi? Ooh. Oh. All right, guys, I have to get going. That's all I have for you guys today. I will keep an eye on this, and if any more documents come up, I will look at a stream on Wednesday. Tomorrow I want to do some more NTSB stuff, and I have some case updates that I want to get to that I haven't been able to get to in a while. There's just some things. I only do this stream 3 times a week because the fact that it's so like migraine inducing, but because I only talk about it a couple of times a week, 2 to 3. Oh, it's broken? Yeah, Mom will have to sew it. Because I only talk about it a couple of times a week, I do tend to forget some of the like who said what and when. It's a problem. Had brain surgery. Forgive me. But there's 150 people here and only 96 likes. Can we boost that just a little bit? You can help me with the YouTube algorithm. Can we get that like over 100? Also, I am redirecting us to Flux, because I believe our good friend Flux just went live. So we're going to see what she's up to. And we're going to go redirect to her. As long as I can get into customization. Oh, no. And Spawn is live too. So we'll go to Spawn. He told me he wasn't to going live, but apparently he is, because apparently he is. So we're going to go see what Spawn is up to today and see if My Pretty's on. Because I always redirect to Spawn and My Pretty on a Monday. So we'll see how that goes. I'd like to think that since Ray was so busy with his wife and was running out of time to send the email over at the end of the day, having her mail it an hour away would save days snail mail, which is legal. Yeah, I see that. But I see your point. It's just if I had received a letter from the bar about practicing law without a license, I would be watching my back and be like, I can't. The optics of that just don't look good. I'm not touching it. You're gonna have to figure something else out. And if it was anybody else that he emailed it to, it would be like, okay, he's emailing it to people that can help him. But because it's her both times, it's just weird. And it does not look good. Anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. I will see you guys over on stream. The little has a hold of my mic. You want to say bye? Come here. You go say bye to everybody? Bye. Say bye. Say I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Say tomorrow at like noon. Hit the like. Also check to make sure you're subbed. Second time YouTube unsubscribed me in 6 months. Appreciate you checking to see if you were subscribed. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Say bye.